Please begin.
Hi everyone, have you traveled a lot? Have you had a good, exciting experience in a travel? Or have you had a bad experience in a travel? Well, in my case, it was not really fantastic. There were some good things, but also bad things about the travel. But the thing is that it was very memorable and interesting experience in my life. It is about my travel to Tokyo with my sister in 2007. So I'm gonna tell you about 3 things about it. Firstly, the things happened before I went to Tokyo. And secondly, how I felt about Tokyo. And lastly, the funny experience I had in Tokyo. So to begin, I wanna start with a special event that happened before I went to Tokyo. So how could I get a chance to go to Tokyo? It might sound a little bit strange because usually travels are planned before you go. But in my case, it was not planned. I just got a chance, and it was for free. So then what happened? The story goes back to in December of 2006. I have 2 siblings, 1 younger brother, 1 younger sister, and my younger sister is just 10 years old now. And in 2006, she was just in the 3rd grade in elementary school, but she's so clever. So she won a quiz show for children. So she was on TV, even though it was a minor channel on cable TV, and she got the prize. She won the prize. It was a package trip for 2 people, and as she was just a little child, I was going to go with her. Lucky me. So thanks to my sister, I went to Japan, and there are many things happened. So, but I wanna focus on how I felt about Tokyo. There are 2 things about that. One thing is about the city, and one thing is about Tokyo Disneyland. So, to tell about the city, Tokyo, I was really surprised because even though it is the capital city of a big country, it was so quiet. I mean, compared to Korea. And it was really neat. There was no tiny little trash on the street, even though it is a capital city, and there are so many people. There were no tiny little cigarette on the street, so it was very impressive. And to tell about Tokyo Disneyland, I was also very impressed because all the things were well decorated in details. Even though the things were not related to attractions, like just walls and roads and just tiny little land, they were very well decorated in details. It was very impressive. And they attract people to give their money to Tokyo Disneyland. It was very impressive because in front of Disneyland there is a long street, and it is full of gift shops, and they are very fancy. Souvenirs are very fancy, so I had to buy them. So far, I have told you about how I felt about Tokyo, and now I'm gonna talk about my funny experience in there. So, in hotel, my sister and I met a middle school girl. She was Korean, and she was alone. We were really surprised, and she told us that her parents had sent her to Tokyo to make her stronger. Weird. And the funny thing was, because she was grown in very rich family, she was very immature and very innocent in a bad way. And she followed us all the time. It was kind of annoying because I already had my little sister and another kid, which was immature. She was just like a little kid. So I was like babysitter in the travel. It was kind of annoying, but it was funny experience. Very funny. She was very funny in a bad way. But she was also very innocent, so I got a new little friend.
Yeah.
So those things are what I experienced in Tokyo. They're very memorable experiences. So I got a special chance and I felt many things. So I broadened my horizon. And I also made a new little friend. So if you have the time to travel, go to Tokyo. I strongly recommend you go to Tokyo. I guarantee you'll have very great experience, and you might also make a little new friend.